Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to explore the Python requests library. This is one of the most popular tools in the Python ecosystem for making HTTP calls. Whether you are building web scrapers, interacting with APIs, or testing web services, understanding this library is an essential skill for any Python developer in 2026. Before we dive into the code, let's briefly understand what HTTP is. It stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is the language that powers the web, following a client-server model. When your Python script acts as a client, it sends a request to a server, like a website or an API. The server processes this and sends back a response, which contains the data or HTML you asked for. Python has built-in libraries for handling HTTP, but they can be cumbersome to use. The requests library is designed to be HTTP for humans. It abstracts away the complexities of manual socket handling and connection management. With just a single import and one line of code, you can fetch data from the web, making your code cleaner and much easier to maintain. Getting started is easy. Since requests is a third-party library, you will need to install it first. Open your terminal or command prompt and run pip install requests. Once that is done, you are ready to start coding. The most common type of request is the GET request, used to retrieve data. Here is how you do it. First, import the library. Then, use the requests.get function and pass in the URL you want to visit. The function returns a response object, which we are storing in a variable named response. This object holds the result of our request. The response object is packed with useful information. You can access the raw content using .text, which is great for HTML if you're dealing with a modern API. You can use the .json method to automatically parse the response into a Python dictionary. You can also check the status code or inspect the headers to see metadata about the response. When you make a request, the server returns a status code. A 200 code means everything went well. 201 means a resource was created successfully. A 404 error means the resource was not found, usually due to a wrong URL, and a 500 error indicates a problem on the server side. Knowing these codes helps you debug your applications effectively. Sometimes you need to send data to a server, for example, submitting a form or uploading a file. For this, we use the post method. You can send data as a simple dictionary using the data parameter, or if you are working with an API, use the JSON parameter. This automatically formats your data and sets the correct headers for you. Often, URLs have query parameters, like when you perform a search. Instead of manually constructing a long string, you can pass a dictionary to the params argument. The requests library will automatically encode the keys and values and append them to the URL with the correct syntax, saving you from handling special characters manually. Headers allow you to send extra metadata to the server. You might need to set a user agent to identify your script, or send an authorization token to access a private API. You can do this by creating a simple dictionary of your headers and passing it to the headers argument in your request function. Network calls can fail for many reasons, so error handling is crucial. Always wrap your requests in a try except block. You can catch specific exceptions like timeouts or generic request exceptions. A useful method is raise for status, which will trigger an error if the request returned a bad status code, like 404, ensuring you don't process invalid data. To wrap up, remember that requests is the go-to library for HTTP in Python. Use pip to install it. Use get for fetching data and post for sending data. Always check your response status and use the JSON method for easy data parsing. And finally, don't forget to handle potential errors to keep your application robust. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.